Hey guys, what's going on? This is your old pal CHH, and today we are taking a look at we'll get there, the Mario Bava collection. Let me show you guys a little shot of it. Yeah, check that out. Mario Bava Limited Deluxe Collection. Gotta admit, the artwork's pretty cool on that. I'll set that here for now. So this got announced. The Mario Bava collection got announced from Scream Factory a little over 2 months ago now. 2 months and maybe 2 months and change. I think all these things work where they get like 2 months announcements and change. And the big question is, I like to kind of answer questions pretty upfront with videos. Should you buy this? The answer in a grand sense is probably not. Now you're probably saying, well, Christian, why did you buy it? Well, I'm a little bit of a different circumstance, I personally feel. Now, what does that mean? First of all, Mario Bava is considered one of the most legendary directors in the genre, if not the most. I think he's up there with the likes of Alfred Hitchcock, clearly up there with the likes of Wes Craven, John Carpenter, etc., etc. Probably higher. I think in the grand scheme of things, Mario Bava is the true godfather of horror in a grand sense. I think he is considered to be one of, if not the greatest of all time. So he's a legend. I wonder if that's his baby, his kid that was Lamberto. I'm pretty sure it is, right? Obviously, Lamberto Bava we know from like Demons and Demons 2. But Mario Bava is the godfather of, horror. So the question is, like, getting this box set, who's the audience for this box set? Well, first off, I do want to say it is pretty cool for Scream Factory to do something like this, actually make a box set with cool art. For something that actually has like a pretty high-end look to it. I do like the artwork on the box set quite a lot. One of the big things people were saying when this got announced initially was, what, no 4K? And I think that's a big thing. I think a lot of people are just like, why are they doing that? It's not 4K, blah, 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 blah. So I think for a lot of people, this is probably a no-buy situation. And I think that's because a lot of people own Bava films already on Blu-ray. Excuse me, not DVD, but Blu-ray. I want to say that Kino Cult Classics, they put out like Black Sabbath, Black Sunday, among some others. And they were on Blu-ray. Now, I think they're just considered 1080p high-definition transfers. I don't exactly remember if they were restorations done by Kino, if they were just studio masters of the film. But, a lot of these movies, if not all of those, probably have Blu-rays. I remember when this got announced, I would look over through the comments, and most people would say, I already have XYZ on these on Blu-ray, blah, 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 this doesn't have this doesn't have that. So I think the audience for this is honestly somewhat limited. I happen to fall into that category. And, of course, use this video as just a way to live vicariously. If you're not really interested in buying it, but you are curious just to see what it looks like, we'll go through it. I'll pull the movies out. I'll tell you one of the biggest flubs I've ever seen with a box set, which happens to do with this, which you'll see. But, yeah, I don't own a single Bava film on DVD or Blu-ray. I don't. I know that sounds absolutely stupid of me, but I don't. What am I going to do, lie to you guys? My relationship with Bava films is a little interesting because he would always be somebody I would hear about, but I would never just suck it up and watch some of his movies. I'm finally now getting out of that sense of, the 70s is pushing it for me, but the 60s is really pushing it. Like, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, I finally got my head out of my ass with that. Like, oh, the 60s movies can't be creepy. They can't be good. Because I would watch some Hammer films, and of course I would like them, but I would just appreciate them, but not really feel like they could creep me out. Bava, on the other hand, has a movie called Black Sabbath that absolutely mortifies me. I mean, really bothers me. So I don't own a single film of his on physical media at all. And I saw Black Sabbath, Black Sunday, and I actually went and watched Lisa and the Devil on here, which I ended up really liking. Now, obviously, I haven't seen everything in here yet, and I don't have the time to sit here and watch every single movie before I do this video. Because, number one, it would just take me a while. I'm busy. I have a lot of other stuff going on. Number two, I do want to cover this before it sells out or anything. If it does, maybe it won't. I mean, it is going to be limited as far as I know, but, we'll see. But in terms of the market for this, the reality is, without trying to justify I bought it, so I want you to buy it, the reality is, I think it's made for people somewhat like me that just don't own his movies at all. And Blu-ray's fine. Honestly, Blu-ray is fine with me with these. I understand a lot of people probably want 4K with his movies, but for me, Blu-ray's fine. So, this box is the same texture and quality of like the Halloween 2014 and Friday the 13th box set. I do think the artwork is dynamite. I'll see if I can get you guys a close-up shot. Yeah, I think the artwork is pretty dynamite. I do love the blues and reds. There's the maestro himself. Really cool art on that. Yeah, look at that. Look at the skeleton bride. We'll flip it around to the other side. What do y'all think? Pretty cool, huh? Pretty dynamite. The top says Mario Bava Collection, Limited Deluxe Version. And on the inside, there's every movie. And we'll pull it out and I'll show you guys the movies that are in here. If they got out of order in this, I apologize. I was pulling these in and out. We'll go 3 at a time, and then we'll talk about the big flub of this set. First up, we have Black Sunday, Mario Bava. And none of them have reversible art. I'll kind of show you guys this. Now, when I watched Black Sabbath, I don't know if this is the case with this. I'm a little ignorant, so you guys have to excuse me. I'm really going to rely on I really need help from the maestros out there that are big Bava fans to help me out with these. When I watched Black Sabbath, it was in Italian, and I don't know if that movie had a dub or not, an English dub. Here it is right here, Black Sabbath. And, yeah, great. All of them on the inside have the name of the movie right there. I don't know if that had an English dub or if most of these movies have dubs or versions that are not available, where it may be just as one version of each, and it's in the Italian language, I believe. I think most of these are probably in the native language with English subtitles. Next 3 films we'll pull out. We've got Kill Baby Kill. There you have it. And by the way, I love the Boris Karloff intro with Black Sabbath. This is Knives of the Avenger. What do you guys think about this one? Let me know. English master with English subtitles. There you go, 1966. $5 for an August Moon. There you have it. Next up, guys, we have Roy Colt and Winchester Jack. This looks like a Western film. A little Western Bava action going on. I really need to know which way to go next with you guys. I'll tell you the 3. I think I've seen Sunday, Sabbath, and the Lisa movie. 4 Times That Night. This looks very erotic. In terms of special features, too, guys, don't hold your breath with any of it. I think besides just some commentaries, that's it. So like I said, there's actually, I feel like it's a very thin margin with who this is really for. Barren Blood, check that out, guys. And the reality is it's for somebody like me and others out there that like don't really have any history with Bava physical media stuff. And it's just kind of a best-case scenario. I mean, that's the reality. I really think so, because I think a lot of people are much more seasoned with Bava than me and have a lot of his films already from Kino and other things like that. Here's Kidnapped. This one actually looks pretty interesting. After a botched payroll heist, a trio of vicious criminals take hostages in a desperate getaway that explodes with cruelty, degradation, and shocking violence. 1974. Italian audio with subtitles. There you have it. Lisa and the Devil. The House of Exorcism. I loved this one. This one was really good. And this one, yeah, this one is English audio with English subtitles. So, 1975. There you have it. New audio commentary with film critics Richard Newby and Rain. That's what I'm talking about. When it comes in terms of new features, that's really what you're looking at. And of course, we have our last but not least, A Bay of Blood. A very good movie. A little slow, but it's a good slow burn. Creepy too, you know. In terms of new features, we have a new audio commentary with film critic Megan Navarro, new audio commentary with film critic Richard Newby and Rain Carvintas. New audio commentary with Dr. Karen Stallsno, Max Baxter, and Blake Smith. New audio commentary with film critics Bill Bria and Ashley Coffin. So that's the thing you're going to see through most of this with special features is commentaries. New commentaries by film historians, etc. I just don't think that that's probably going to be very If I'm just being honest, I don't think that for the majority of people, there will be some people out there that would love to listen to these, but I think for the majority of people, they'd probably say, that doesn't cut it for me. You know, I want something a little bit new or something like that, or just restorations. And for that, I get it, you know. So you'll notice something. This box set is very, very snug now, but there was a book. This is kind of annoying. I can't even front. So this is the book, and the book is really nice. We've got the Mario Bava 12-film collection book. The book is really cool. But what's the problem with this? This book does not fit in there. Now, here's the thing. I did get it to fit, but it makes it so tight, ridiculously tight, that I have already kind of cracked the spine doing it. So I'm not going to put it in there. So now I just have to have this book separately just stacked somewhere because of that, because of the fact that it doesn't fit. So I don't get what that's all about, you know. I got to give this box set, if I'm grading it fairly, I think the artwork on this is probably an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Oh, here's another thing. I saw Pizzile get this too, and he got 2 movies. 2 of the same movies, just like the Friday the 13th box set. So we still have quality control issues. It's just, I feel like, what's going on here? I really can't recommend it. Only if you're like me and you just don't own any Bava films and you'd like to catalog a lot of them. Now, luckily mine did not have any doubles or anything like that, but even then, it's just like, man, you got to have the booklet separately. I don't know. If you have half of his movies already, I can't tell you to get this. I really can't. I hate to sound pessimistic because it is cool. It's a gorgeous set, but there's already quality control issues with that. I did pop on every disc just to make sure they played and looked fine, and they did. You know, obviously I sat through all of Black Sabbath and revisited that, and I thought it looked good. I mean, it does look like a good Blu-ray, but, you know, that's that, guys. So the quality of the art, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. The Blu-rays themselves, they're fine. I'd give them all 6 out of 10s. But the presentation of having this not fit in the box is so annoying. Now I got to just find somewhere to put this. This box set's probably a 5.5 or a 6 out of 10. Good for a while, and then as soon as you get comfortable and everything looks good, they have to do stuff like that where the booklet doesn't fit in the box. I don't know why it doesn't, but it's so annoying. Maybe I'm overreacting. I don't know. You guys tell me. But there you have it, guys. That is the Mario Bava box set. Like I said, only consider it if you're like me. You don't own anything from him, and you do want a cool box set. But just keep in mind that you have to put your book somewhere else and that sort of thing, and a lot of film critic commentaries. But that's it, guys. Overall, I will say, like I said, the picture quality, I did pop them on, just looked at them. They looked good, but most of you already have these on Blu-ray as far as I know. So let me know what you guys think. Overall, I'm going to give it thumb in the middle for what it is. Good job on the artwork, though, whoever did that. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this, and I'll talk to y'all very, very soon. Huge giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind the scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.